Friends, it's the middle of the night, and by the middle of the night, I mean like nearly 8 p.m. This week has been a three-ring circus, full madness. I had a kid that was sick and ended up going to the ER, pediatric ER. That was after we visited the doctor's office and the pharmacy and every place else. And then, just as he's feeling better, I'm like, okay, we're turning a corner. One of my other kids got sick. I was a little sick, and then a pipe burst in my crawl space. And so now my basement is flooded with sewage. This has not been a good week for me, but you know what I didn't do? I didn't miss a minute of Murdaugh coverage. Now, am I like out of my mind dealing with like workers and contractors and sickness and whatever? Why, yes. Yes, I am, but I did not miss anything on the coverage. But earlier today, I did a live. You know what? I don't think I like lives. Well, I don't like lives when there's a bunch of like workmen in my basement trying to figure out what the problem is and get it fixed and give me estimates and how many zillions of dollars it's going to cost. It was just too much pressure. And so now I can sit back and relax from my nice comfy bed and review the week with Alex Murdaugh and the gang. But more than that, I want to give you a little tidbit of tea. Now, this is not new tea, but it might be new to you. If you have not followed this case from the beginning like I have, then you might not know that much about Gloria Satterfield, the housekeeper. So here's the word on the street. Well, here's what's publicly being said about Gloria Satterfield. Gloria was the Murdaugh's housekeeper for 20 years. She was hired as a nanny. And then after the kids got big, she stayed on as a housekeeper. Very, very common among the moneyed set. In fact, I have a girlfriend who's my age, and her parents still employ the woman who was her nanny. I don't know what the lady does now. And now my friend has done the same thing. Her kids are grown, and she still has her kids' nanny working for her as like help. Okay, whatever. I don't got that kind of money. I know people with that kind of money, but I personally do not have that kind of money. But anyway, Miss Gloria was living there in the house, and they treated her like the help. She felt like she was family. They felt like she was help. So she fell down the stairs. Now that is the word on the street. You want to know what really happened? Huh? Lean in. Let me tell you something. Again, nobody sue me. This is gossip, rumor, innuendo, and speculation that I have heard. So the official story about what happened to Miss Gloria is that the dogs, Bubba and them, because they got a dog named Bubba and them jumped up on her and pushed her down the concrete steps at Moselle. That is the official story that came out of the mouth of that lying ass Alex Murdaugh. We know he's a liar. He's a lying liar. The inside scoop, though, is that Miss Gloria found drugs in Paul's room or evidence of drugs in Paul's room. And she said, I'm going to go tell your mama. I mean, she raised the boy. She basically was his mama. But she went to go tell Maggie. She went to go find Maggie to tell Maggie. Paul got mad and pushed her, and she fell down the stairs, cracking her head open, then going to the hospital where she ultimately died a couple of weeks later. Alex said to Gloria's kids, don't worry, I'm going to sue myself, and my homeowner's insurance will pay you some money so you don't have to worry about it. I feel so bad that all this has happened. So the story of the dogs, well, that story came from Alec, a man who was not there when it all went down. You know what else is true about him? Gloria was never able to speak after she fell down the stairs. So how is it that she told this dog story if she did not have the power of speech? We all know what happened after then. And if you don't, here's the Cliff Notes version. Alex, quote unquote, sued himself, got a couple of $1 million, never gave a penny to Gloria and her boys, one of whom has an intellectual disability and was living at home with his mama, despite the fact that he was grown. Gloria and them lived in a trailer, and when Gloria stopped working for the Murdaughs, well, that trailer got repossessed by the bank. Alex sat in his multi-million-dollar mansion while Gloria's son, Tony, had to go live with relatives, and Alex spent up all the money. It was only after the boat crash case and Mandy Matney started doing an investigation into Alex Murdaugh, she was digging through the courthouse and she found proof of a settlement. She reported it in the newspaper that she worked for. She worked for Fitz News. So when Fitz News ran the story that, hey, Alex's housekeeper sued Alex's housekeeper had sued him and the family got, I think it was like $300,000. One of the relatives was like, wait, what? They didn't get any money. And then they hired Eric Bland. Now you know the rest of the story. Eric Bland, the pit bull of justice, was like, oh, no, friends. Now, Eric Bland, Eric, please don't turn out to be garbage. He's a real cowboy. He saved the day. So he went after Alec and got a confession of judgment. A confession of judgment is basically when Alex is like, oops, yeah, I stole your money. Turns out it was not just $300,000. It was more like $4 million, all of which Alec had stolen. And he recruited Russell Laffitte and some of his other lawyer friends to help steal that money. The Satterfield boys ended up walking away with around $8 million. And they set up a nice charity called Gloria's Gift to give gifts to underprivileged kids and families there in Colleton County. So now you know the rest of the story. People are coming tomorrow to pump the sewage out of my basement. And so I am looking forward to having a much, much better day tomorrow. And I'm going to go get some sleep now because now it's really the middle of the night. It's just after 8 p.m. All right. Y'all have a great night. Bye.